All right, we are live. Welcome, Burr Ben. He hit the let's go just about on time there. And it's Miller time. You know, that's a funny thing. You bring up it's Miller time. I barely made it back here from the store. I checked my beer in the fridge and I was like, crap, I have to go live in 18 minutes and I need beer. Got down to the grocery store and I went to grab the Miller Lite and I grabbed it and I was like, something's wrong here. And I felt down in the at the bottle cans and they were warm. And I was like, man, they're not going to have time to get cold. So tonight I'll be drinking Modelo later. But it was, I think they just restocked all the domestic stuff. Cheers, 21090. So first things first, this is the giveaway night. We will get into the top 10 creatures of the night here shortly. And I do have an 11th one tonight, which is going to give away a lot more entries. But it's a bonus one. So we'll have to get those started here in just a second. Angie Mason Fluid Art, how's it going? And Angie, if you want to come up here, I can send you the link. She's co-host status on here. But I am tonight drinking Yellowstone this is Limestone Branch Distillery in Lebanon, Kentucky. Part of the proceeds for these go to Yellowstone National Park and all that. But it's a really good bourbon. If you like the grassier, earthier bourbons, like not quite as sweet, Yellowstone may be for you. I mean, it's still got the vanillas and stuff, the wood sugars out in it, but it is a little bit drier than, say, Elijah Craig, which is super sweet. But this is really good stuff. For it got more than a few little base notes to it. It's at least this bottle I have is really, really good. And I'm drinking it tonight because I recommended it to Big Daddy H, who asked me about picking up something besides Elijah Craig. He loves Elijah Craig, but he also likes Evan Williams. So, I recommended the Yellowstone. It's really good pour. Yeah, Angie, let me get that link to you. Let me see here. And I'll do that. But tonight, the top 10, everyone gets 5 entries. It's going to happen at 8 p.m. tonight. So if you have to leave, make sure you're back by then. Where did Angie go here? Yeah, there you go. All right. And I will reply to this thing, send you the link. There it is right there. And toward the end of the show, I may bring people up also. So Twisted Art Lady made her, I just emailed that to you, Angie. Twisted Art Lady made her 1,000 subs. She's at like 1.3 or something like that, or 1.13 or something. I can't remember now. But she's needing hours, and so she's doing the after party tonight. So at 8:30, we'll be going over to Twisted. Hopefully, we can do a Bourbon Bounty raid over there and help her get some more of those hours. The other thing is I am doing another 30 sample giveaway. That has been by request. I've had several requests to do another 30 bourbon sample. The problem is I can't just give those away. But I am doing any between now and Saturday show on the 23rd. so even tomorrow or Saturday night or my next Thursday show or even during the show next Saturday, any super chat, super sticker, you will get an entry. If you're on Thursday show, you'll get an entry to the Thursday, but you'll also get an entry to the 30 bourbon sampler giveaway. What I do, and I have over 130 something bourbons, over 140. I don't keep track of them on my shelf. And what I do is I give you full sets of, say, Heaven Hill that I have, Wild Turkey, Beam Suntory lineup, the whole, everything I have. And then I give you samples off the top shelf as well. You'll get a pour of Elijah Craig 18 in there. It is 31-ounce samples. So you will get one pour of each of those. Restricted, really, USA. So folks overseas, don't be throwing money on there. I can put you down, but you'll have to regift it, and I'll send it wherever. But let's see. 4 days is 23rd birthday. Well, happy early birthday, Mr. Fulton. And next week, when we do the show, you will officially be 23 years old. All right. Now, let me get this StreamYard giveaway tool going so we can do the entries here, because I do have a bonus one if we can get to it. And I will announce what that is later. But these are for 10 entries. So it's a hashtag. It has to be spelled exactly right. These are easy tonight, except for one. There is a hyphen in one of them. But I will get the first, start collecting, come back over here. All you have to do is copy and paste if you're on a PC, or if you're on an iPhone, iPad, something like that, you may not be able to copy and paste. Just hashtag Barn Owl. Capitalization does not matter, but spelling and spaces do. There we're going. I look up every week because I have to do a different hashtag for every giveaway through the show. And what it is the first 9 of them are worth 10 entries, and the last one is worth 20. If we get to the bonus giveaway tonight, it will be 30 entries on the wheel for the quarterly giveaway. And I'm doing that because we're halfway through the distance it takes to get from one quarter to the next. The next drawing is on September 1st, that Thursday, September 1. So we will, that's when we'll do the spin, and any entries for that night will go to the next quarterly drawing. Oh, and I usually do a heavier giveaway on the week before the drawing, because that would be the last entries for the drawing. So look for that. Serendipity's in the house. Chatty-O, Robert and friends. Welcome. Dang, that Yellowstone is really tasty for a more low-key bourbon. It's a 93 proof. It's a base bourbon. I mean, don't expect to get your mind blown by it, but it's really nice. And cheers there, Serendipity. So yeah, I'm going to be sipping on Yellowstone tonight. Readily available. I can easily replace this bottle, so I don't care if I end it tonight, which I'm not going to. It is if I drank that much, I wouldn't be drinking any of my Modelo's. I just ran to the store and bought right before here. Funny thing, I've been running a YouTube ad on Google Ads, and I ran it all across the southern part of the United States. So if you're up north, sorry, I'll run that next. But I'm running, I hit Kentucky, but it's pretty much straight across through Kansas City and then southward. And not all the way down to the tip of Florida. I didn't include Miami. I did include Tampa, Orlando, and then across. I didn't include much of Mississippi at all. It's mostly Atlanta, Georgia, Mobile, Alabama, things like that. And then I went through New Orleans and on over. So, but I ran it all through this state as well. And I went to go buy the beer, and I'm wearing what I'm wearing right now, and I'm trying to hurry, and I had like 17 minutes when I left the house. So I run in, the Miller Lite was warm, so I grabbed a Modelo. in the cans and 12 pack, and I was heading out to the front, and this guy, he points at me and he goes, "You're a YouTube guy, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he starts trying to ask me questions, and I'm like, "Dude, I would love to stay here and chat with you, but I have to go live in like 10 minutes." And I pulled out I gave him a card and I said, "Here, look, but I'm sorry. Any other time I would talk to you, but I have to go." So, and then of course the guy at the checkout thing was wanting to ask me about YouTube, and I'm like, "Look, I do, but I've got to go." And so I sped on back home. So yeah, don't wear the uniform out. So evidently people are getting exposure to it. So hopefully, and the views are going up on it. And it's funny because they're telling me I have all these views. Ahoy, Groovy and Jimmy Lacari's in the house, Shark Home Brewing. But the ad is telling me I'm getting all of these clicks, which would go straight to the documentary, but they're not giving me, like, the views aren't showing up. So I don't know if they're clicking on it and maybe, I don't know, watch later or something. I don't know, because the views are way down, and then all of a sudden in the evening the views went way up, and then I looked at the ad and the clicks weren't anymore. So I think people may be clicking over into it and then saying watch later or something, and then coming back to it. Hopefully that's the case, and I'm not just throwing money away on this stuff. But yeah, I'm up to 300 and something views. I don't know what it is, but it was at 100 and something before I started. And YouTube is not pushing it out at all as a suggested video. So it doesn't meet some criteria or something. I don't know. Too long, doesn't meet my other postings. I don't know what it is. So it's anyone's guess on that stuff. But big description, killer thumbnail, I thought. Pat myself on the back for that one. But anyway, so if you're new and you're just coming in, the quarterly giveaway happens once a quarter, so every 3 months, and the next drawing is on September 1. I do hashtag entries, which will, if you get any of those, it's an instant 10 entries plus at 8 p.m. and the time varies through the weeks, but sometimes it's 7:30, sometimes it's 7:15, sometimes 7:45, sometimes 8 o'clock. But tonight it's at 8. And if you're here at 8 o'clock, all you have to do in any form or fashion is type "put me in" the chat, and you get 5 entries. So if you are not lucky to hit the hashtags, at least you'll get 5 entries a week if you show up. Members to the channel get instant entries every month. So keep that in mind. And I up the entries on those. It was, I think, the lowest level now, you get 35 entries. So the 80 proof club. And you get that it's per quarter. So you get that every month you're a member, you get those entries, and I'll add them up toward the end and tack them all on there toward that last week, because I'll make sure that they're still a member, so I'll look back and it'll tell me member for X months and all that, and I'll give them all their entries. So you get about 100 entries for being a member. The second tier of membership, you get, after 6 months of membership, you get a Bourbon Bounty logo snifter, and so there's it looks just like this, only it has my Acid Etch logo on it. So there's the perks for that. So let's go ahead and spin this thing. It's almost 7 o'clock. I am going to share my screen, and we are going to see who gets the first creature of the night entry here. Giveaway tool, share. All right, Barn Owl, we have 14 entries. Good luck, everybody. If it lands on me, I don't see Sheba be in the house right now. Normally, if it lands on me and Sheba's here, I give it to her, but it's Chatty-O. Congratulations, Chatty-O. Also, before the show started today, let me set up this next one. I did go post in the community tab and posted all of the entries from last week. So I typically do that every Thursday before the show starts. So you can see how many entries everyone has. All right. So these are all nocturnal animals right now. So we're going down the list. And congratulations, Chatty-O. And the next one is Pygmy Slow Loris. And I don't have pictures to show you. And no, Angie Mason is not a Pygmy Slow Loris. So welcome to the panel, co-host.
What's going on? Hey, how are you?
I am doing great. So you have the power to show comments and stuff like that.
I got the power.
All right. So
yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, and we're on our second hashtag giveaway here, and I believe you were entered in that first one.
I believe. What's the? Well, let me just look here. Pygmy Show.
No, it's Pygmy Slow Loris.
Oh, I thought it was Pygmy Show. That sounds interesting.
Right there. That it has to be just like that, except for it doesn't have to be all caps. But it can also look just like that.
PYGMYSLO. Oh no, that's not how you spell it. Okay. Oh, it's been a day. What's going on here? I can't even type. Look, I still can't.
Well, and Twisted got her 1,000 subs, and she was making up 600 hours so that she could get monetized, and so she's been going live a lot. I about dozed off on her live last night. I was trying to help her out, but during the week I have to get up so early to some of my meetings. Yeah, you got it. That's it. And I finally had to go lay down because I had to be online at 7 a.m. my time, Eastern. So I got my little 4.5 hours and got up and hit the ground running.
I looked up the one time, and all I saw was the top of your hats.
Oh, I know. And I didn't. And what's so bad about that is when you're going to sleep, you don't realize it. So you're like this.
I know.
And then you realize it and look up, and that's when I was like, I gotta go.
I was like, is Jody okay?
Well, I was fine. And I say I got 4.5 hours sleep last night. I probably got 5 because I probably slept 30 minutes before I went over there and went to bed.
That sounds delectable because I'm an insomniac and I didn't go to sleep till 5 a.m. when the birds were chirping.
Yeah,
so.
I do that sometimes. I mean, I do.
I do it all the time. I'm like a Dracula.
But I'll take. I have that elevated milligrams on that melatonin stuff.
Yeah,
I'll take one of those. And sometimes I can take it at 9:30 and I'm asleep by 11. And sometimes I can take it and I see 1 or 2 o'clock, before I go to bed, or go to sleep.
Right.
But I typically sleep right over there in that recliner.
Me too.
That's my favorite spot.
Me too.
Yeah, I hope everyone. Groovy said, "Hope everyone's having a great Thursday." It is a great Thursday. And
I hope you're feeling better, Groovy. That was whew. He and his daughter were eating this yuck candy, and yeah, it was bad.
Yeah,
I can't see or hear anybody else gagging or getting sick, or else I will. Yeah. So
I'm sure he's fine. I've seen him tackle several of those things, and
I know I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's a sport.
I had a boss one time, and he liked to say, "You do it to yourself." So, I'd stay out too late.
I had a boss one time that said, "Fake it till you make it."
Yeah. Now I'd come in, and he'd be like trying to tell me something first thing in the morning. I'm like, "Man, hang on, I gotta go get a Coke or something." And he's like, "What's the matter? Did you stay out too late?" And I'm like, "Yeah, a little bit." And he goes, "Well, you do it to yourself." So like, I don't care.
Wow. Yeah, he sounded pleasant.
Yeah.
You do it to yourself.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he had one of those 3 packs of Pall Mall for 30-year voices.
Yeah. I know those kind. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, or Camel filterless or something. Boy, it was rough. Well, and
Lucky Strikes, no filter. something
Yeah,
like
and I
that.
will say this before we even hop over to the after party: there will be no music tonight because Twist is doing the after party, and I'm not going to get her any copyright claims or anything on her stuff. So there won't be music tonight, but maybe on the Saturday after party, sip along after party, I
There you
will play
go.
some then.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. What do you mean, maybe?
Well, I don't know if she's going to have her hours yet, and I don't know if she's going to want to do that after party, but
Oh,
so
right,
I'm
right,
trying to help
right.
her out,
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get those
yeah.
hours. Because I mean, if
She
you
was
think about
really
it,
close last night because I hopped back on. I was on and then I hopped back on when I couldn't sleep and for a little bit. And yeah, she said she was getting pretty close. So
well, and it takes them a little bit to update the hours. It'll take them a day to because they won't show the live, hours, and then it'll fluctuate a little bit, and then they'll put her over. But hopefully, this puts her over. But I mean, if you think about it, she needed 600 hours at the beginning of the week.
hmm
And if 10 people are on your stream for 10 hours, that's 100 hours.
yeah.
That's a lot of streaming. But, there was a couple of times she had 30 people on. So, we were all trying to help her out. So, um,
Yeah, I'm so happy for her.
oh,
She
yeah,
deserves it.
Jimmy
She's worked
Ojisan in
hard.
the house. He's having a really good Thursday. So am I. So am I. I'm having a fantastic Thursday.
Are you? That's
Yes, I
great.
am.
I'm glad to
Um,
hear that.
I had a rough week, and tomorrow's a little lighter. I have a couple of heavy meetings tomorrow, but they're not first thing in the crack of dawn.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a rough week here too, but it's almost over. It's Friday Eve, so
Well, and Robert and friends, I'm glad your Thursday is going well too.
awesome. Like to hear
Good. We
it.
have a bunch of happy people in here, so that's
That's
the
what
way
I'm
to be.
talking about. It's the way it should be.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to get to the bonus spin, so I'm going to go ahead and spin this thing right now.
Oh, I'm sitting here with my apron on. Oh my
And if you miss
god.
this one, don't worry, there'll be one right on its heels. And I will announce for anyone coming in that hasn't been here before. But let's do this spin. Good luck, everybody, for 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. Is going to be Groovy Lava Squirrel.
Groovy. Congrats, Groovy.
Groovy. And Groovy was having a hard time hitting these things. So, congratulations, man. So, let me queue up the next one and we'll get right back into it again. Hashtag. All right. It fit. Yay. Now, this one's a little harder. It's 3 words. And Cairo is Cairo.
That was for me, wasn't it?
So there's that. So for anyone who may be here that's not familiar. Oh, Cindy's in the house. What's up, steamed fried rice? It's steamed fried rice. But for anyone who's not familiar, once a quarter I give away a 24 note nosing kit, 3 sample bourbons marked A, B, and C, a bourbon bounty logoed crystal whiskey glass, and a virtual private tasting with me where I walk you through the nosing kit and we reveal the 3 bourbons. The 3 bourbons are what I consider a beginner bourbon, an intermediate bourbon, and an advanced bourbon. So you're going to get the typical vanilla caramel apple notes. Then you're going to get into more darker fig and things like that, and that last one will blow your mind. And you're going to get leather, black pepper, pipe tobacco, and all kinds of explosion of notes. So that's the giveaway. If you don't want the virtual private tasting, I can simply tell you what the 3 bourbons are and label them and send them to you. It's up to you. But it is a private tasting. So you don't have to come on live stream or anything like that. It can be on Zoom or Teams or something like that. Or we can do it on StreamYard, but just not go live if you want that experience. Otherwise, if you're a YouTube content creator and you don't mind going live, then we'll do it live. And we'll pick a day and that we both are free and we can go on and live stream the tasting. I've done that with Jimmy in the past. Jimmy won. I also did it with uh, um, um, Chad. Shit, Lone Star. Uh, yeah, Lone Star's Lounge. I've almost forgot his YouTube channel. Hell, he hadn't been here in forever, but he won one. So see, he won and he bowed out. He hadn't been here in a while. So, but I do have, if someone wins the bourbon nosing kit A, I do have a B and a C that gets you more into more and more advanced notes as you go along. If you look up the nosing kits online, and you, especially if you look up a 24 note nosing kit, they're $200 to $300 online. It doesn't take me near that much to make it. I do make it homemade, but I do use very nice jars, and it's a nice package that you'll get. So, and I also give away second place prize of 2 ounces of bourbon, any 2 ounces on my shelf, plus a glass. And then the third prize is a glass, but it can be any glass. If you don't want to drink bourbon and you want a glass, I can put my logo on a pint glass. I can put it on a stem tulip glass. I can
I
put
need a
whatever.
glass so that I can be like Vanna White when you start talking about him, and I can be like, no,
Yeah,
I'm
I
just
think
trying to get a glass.
that was more of the Price is Right ladies.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
because
yeah.
now Vanna White,
I
all
don't
she
look as
does
good
is
as them, but
she
I
just
can be a Price
touches.
is Right.
Now
Yeah,
Vanna just walks by and touches the thing, and yeah.
I know, I know. Well, Vanna's got to be what? I don't know.
I was going to make a comment, but
70s?
this is not TVMA yet, so we'll keep it going. But right now we're on hashtag Cairo Spiny Mouse to get 10 entries to the wheel. Oh yeah. Also for anyone who's hasn't been on in the past couple of weeks, if you're here, the way I'm doing these drawings is if someone wins twice, I just mark them down twice, and there's no respin. If they win a third time, I give them their 10 entries, but I also spin again to give someone else a chance to win. One night we had someone win 5 out of 10 spins. So because of that, I changed the rules on it that I will give them. They would still get 50 entries, but I give other people a chance to win. So I keep spinning until someone else wins.
Holly was the best Price is Right model.
I suppose. I know I had no idea what their names were. So I forget what that guy's name was. He was always into neuter and spay your pets or something.
Oh, Bob Barker.
Bob Barker, that's him.
Yeah. Now it's Drew Carey. So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't believe I have seen one episode. I mean, the only reason I watched the show back then is I would stay with my grandmother in the summer
Me
and after
too.
school and all, and I knew all things about Young and the Restless, General Hospital, The Price is Right, all that junk, because that would be the TV that was on all day long. So,
That's exactly why I watched it too.
as
That
the
and Young and
world
the Restless.
turns and all
Yes,
this.
yes, as the world turns.
Yeah.
That's not on anymore.
I don't even know, but I do know that I went back and I was like, I hadn't watched it in like 12 years, like one of those shows. And I was somewhere like in a waiting room or something, and they had the soap on, and I knew exactly where they were. And it had been 12 years since I had seen it.
Oh my god. That is so funny. That
Holly
was
was
my
the
life
redheaded one.
exactly.
Okay. Hell, I just remember. I remember some short, dark-haired brunette. One with the shorter hair, and then there was one with longer hair. I don't remember. I guess I remember a Holly. I can't picture them anyway. But I was young when I was force-fed all that stuff, so I wasn't
Yeah.
looking at them with the same eyes I would look today. Put it that way.
Right. Gotcha.
I was more interested in getting dirt under my fingernails and going somewhere and doing something.
Right.
Miss Bob Barker. Well, yeah. Oh man, I just remember Luke and Laura. Oh my God, on General Hospital. That was like some
Oh,
big, huge build up thing.
yes. My God.
Oh, and I also the one with the big Who Shot JR.
Oh, yeah, that was a big
Yeah.
one. I don't
And
remember. No, I do remember.
I don't even care. You know what I'm saying?
I don't either because I don't remember the character's name.
But I didn't have control over, and we only had one TV in the house way back then, and or if we had two, only one of them had channels on it. The other one was like Atari, just
Right.
hooked up to it. And but nowadays you can get cable, you can get like every TV in the house, or we have Roku's, and we use YouTube TV, things like that. But the kids watch a lot of YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So play games and whatever the gaming Twitch or whatever the stuff is.
Yeah.
Mm. All right, 7:14. I got to spin. I have to spin. I'm trying to get to that bonus spin tonight because it's funny. Giveaway tool. If you miss this one, don't worry. There'll be one on its heels. And good luck, everybody. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Serendipity. All right. Welcome.
Serendipity.
Welcome.
Yay,
And let me write this
congrats.
down. I have to get the spelling exactly right. And that's the way I thought it should be. But I want to make sure I write it down perfect so that I get their entry correct on the wheel. All right, that's 10 right there. And if you're here at 8 o'clock and put me in, you'll get 15. And you may win another one of these. All right, hashtag. This one's simple. If you know how to spell it already. Here's a hint. It has two C's and two O's. It is raccoon.
God, I swear.
Barnyard chicken in the house. How's it going? And hashtag raccoon for a chance to get 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. Here we go. Yeah, I think Sheba B. Lori, I think she may be under the weather because she has been here religiously, even and one night she told me she was under the weather, but she was still on the stream. And so if it lands on me and she's not here, I'm not going to give her entries. But if she is here, she is legally blind, so she can't put the hashtags in. So I put them in, and if it lands on me, I give her 10 entries, but I spin again
Yeah.
to give someone else. But she's racked up several. She got 30 entries last week. It landed on me.
Wow.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
But yeah, it's just weird not having her here because she's like a staple in the chat. But
Yes.
I understand. I mean, she's under the weather. I mean, that's you can't make it. You
Yeah.
can't make it. All right, we're getting some entries coming in, and we're going to spin this one here in about 5 more minutes or so, and then I'll get another one in, and we're going to rack up all we can before 8 o'clock. Not all, I won't get to all of them, but that'll leave us. And I'll probably go about 8:05 or 8:10 on the put me ins. Try to get everybody in, and then I'll go back in because I really want to get to this bonus spin tonight. Man, my phone is just blowing up. Let me pull this out. Yeah, lots of notifications here. Okay. I'll catch you later. Okay, I'll reply later. All right, I am going to go ahead and set my alarm since I have my phone in my hand for 8 p.m. Kabang. And that way my phone will start vibrating and I won't miss the put me in time. Moose Gal, how's it going? Johnny Jim is in the house. Got the raccoon entry in there. And welcome.
Moosey Goosey Girl. That's my nickname for her.
And just one more time, I'll go over what the quarterly drawing is all about. It's a 24 note nosing kit, 3 sample bourbons marked A, B, and C, a crystal whiskey glass with my acid etched logo on it, and a virtual private tasting with me. The bourbons marked A, B, and C will be what I consider more of a beginner bourbon, an intermediate bourbon, and an advanced bourbon that will blow your mind. And then if you don't want to do the virtual private tasting, I can just tell you what the bourbons are. But if you do, we won't go live with it unless you're a content creator or you're comfortable with that, which I have gone live and I have done them private before. Either way, doesn't matter. To me, um, I'm used to it. I'm up here all the time. But I understand if somebody doesn't want to go live. And so it's a virtual private tasting. And we can coordinate that anytime. Second prize is any 2 ounces off my shelf plus a crystal snifter or any glass you want. If you want a rocks glass, you can get a rocks glass. But the first prize, I want you to get the whiskey glass because we're going to be nosing the bourbon with the kit, and I want the funnel with the aroma. Third prize is just a glass, but you can get any glass you want. It can be a rocks glass, it can be a snifter, it can be a pint glass, a stem tulip glass. I don't really care. I'll put my logo on whatever you want and mail it to you. So those are the 3 prizes, and that's the quarterly drawing. The next drawing is September 1st. It's on a Thursday. So these are entries going toward that night's drawing. I do post every week on my community tab on my YouTube channel. If I can at you, I will. But sometimes I'll try to at somebody and there'll be like 3 of them come up and I don't know which one's which. So I remove the tag on it and I just put their name in. So if you don't get a notification that I have a post and I tagged you in the post, just go check the community tab and you can see all of the ones that I've done. And the latest one gives you the latest number of entries, and there's a lot. But you find your name and it'll take. And I do that for full disclosure. So if you know you're adding it up, you say, hey, I had 80 entries, I should have 15 more. You're going to have 95. The next time you look, you're going to have 95 on there. I promise. I keep good track of this stuff.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes.
The nosing kit,
Yes.
is it called that because like you sniff it first?
Yep.
Like, okay.
So what it is when you get a bourbon, I can nose this and I get vanilla. Okay. I get caramel. I get different notes, right? But and even not just on the nose, but when you taste it, you'll get forward notes, you'll get mid notes, and you'll get finish notes on a bourbon.
Okay.
This one I can tell you, Yellowstone does not have a long finish at all. It's got a very short little finish, and it's not a deep bourbon. But some of the more advanced bourbons, you'll get leather and tobacco and black pepper and things on the finish.
Wow.
But the nosing kit allows you to isolate those notes. And yeah, I think I'm getting a little of that, like an undertone of that. And what it does is it trains you to then be able to dissect bourbons better.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
you
that's
can
how
start
you and Joe were able to like
isolate those notes. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Thank you for explaining that to me.
It's a very good tool if you're wanting to get into bourbon and really get into bourbon. Now, some people don't want to get that deep into it. That's fine. It can be like a hobby thing. But if you really want to know whether or not you have a great bourbon or, really isolate because even no matter what you get out of the bourbon, you may say, oh man, I'm getting a lot of X out of this, but I don't really like bourbons with a lot of X in it. Right. And say licorice note, like star anise,
Yeah.
And you may say, oh, I can detect it, but it's not my favorite because I don't really like licorice. So I'm not going to buy this bourbon again. But it really helps you to really get down to what it is about the bourbons you did or did not like. And you can start figuring out whether you like sweeter, drier, higher rye, lower rye, more barley, all of this type of stuff. So it can help you. And if someone else says, "Hey, you know what? I like the bourbon with a lot of oaky notes to it," then you can really start being able to go give advice on, "Hey, you know what? Garrison Brothers will blow your ears out with smoke or with oak, you know. But if you want something a little lighter oak, try, you know, and you'll know how to steer people."
Mm-hmm. Because like for somebody like me who's not as well versed in it or whatever, it's like
Hmm.
to me you just go to a liquor store and just you know buy something there. But it's like it's after watching you and everything, there's just like so much more into it, and it's really interesting. So that's why I kind of wanted to get like the samples and like
Well,
try it. And
right, and for people who haven't gotten into it, what I tell them is, because I get people ask me questions like, "So should I drop $100 on a bottle of bourbon?" Well, what do you like? Well, I don't know. I haven't really tried that many. Then don't do that. Go and work your way up to that, and then and figure out for yourself whether that's going to be worth it or not, right? Because if you're a newbie bourbon drinker and you go buy a Calumet or like a Booker's, you know, or some other cask strengths, or even heaven forbid you get up into the $150 bourbons or something, you're those are too advanced for what your palate. You're not ready for it, and you're probably going to turn yourself off from bourbon immediately. Where if you work your way up to that and then try it, you'll be like, wow, this thing is exciting, it's fun. I knew what I was getting into.
yeah, yeah,
All right, well, I'm going to spin this wheel
okay.
and share screen, tab, and here we go. This is raccoons, or just raccoon. Not it didn't have an S on it. Don't panic. Good luck, everybody. And we are landing on Bourbon's bourbon. All right, Bourbon.
Bourbon's bourbon.
Yeah, I just put bourbon.
Congrats, Bourbon.
I
Bourbon.
just put bourbon. All right, I know who that is, and we are going to set up the next one right now. Oh, this is a hard one, so be careful with this one. I'm
They've
putting it
all been
down
hard. Well,
exactly
raccoon wasn't, but the other ones were.
the way they had it. It does have a hyphen in it. So here we go. And I post in StreamYard so that it will go to both YouTube and Facebook. Also, people on YouTube, if you hear me talking about, I try to highlight the Facebook comments when I'm talking to somebody on Facebook because y'all won't see it in YouTube. I don't see anyone tonight, I don't believe, on Facebook. I think I've converted a bunch of folks to, but I used to get a lot more people that would come in on Facebook. So,
Okay, there's a hyphen in this, everybody.
yep, black-footed ferret.
I just want to make sure everybody.
Johnny Jim got it perfect right off the bat.
Sparkle.
And the reason I'm kind of saying that is because when Lori's here, Sheba B, she's like, "Hey, Art by Sparkle, how's it going?" She has a hard time with these things because she does speech to text stuff. That's why I give her my entries.
I think that's awesome. I really do. That's amazing.
Oh, the spin was for 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. And Bourbon, I have had people win before and actually donate the prize. But trust me, if you haven't had one before, you're going to want the nosing kit. I don't care who you are. I did a lot of research when I was putting these nosing kits together. So it's and I keep that close to the cuff.
I'm still here. I just had to.
Oh yeah, no, you're fine. I mean, I'm actually doing things like growing roses, growing mint, but things that expensive to get and it won't keep, because I use fresh mint in the nosing kit. I use rose petals, but I did get rose oil to go in there as well. Because the giveaways in the heart of snow season and all, there's no rose petals left. There's nothing there. So I have to make do. And sometimes you can't even go to the grocery store and get a single rose or something.
And they usually don't have any smell when you get them from like 7-Eleven or the grocery
Well,
store.
and that's why I got the oil. And I try
Yeah.
to get some rose petals to go in there. And I really don't care if they have an aroma or not. I'm just putting them in there for looks. And then I use because this is the essence of oil, the rose.
Yeah.
And trust me, be careful if you ever mess with that stuff. Because if you get it on your finger, you'll smell that on yourself for 3 days in a row. It takes forever to wash off.
Oh, well, that wouldn't be so bad to smell like a rose.
Yeah, you get sick of it after a while. Like I'm trying to eat a French fry. Ugh, it smells like a rose. It's like, yeah. Oh,
I
Texas
see.
Gamer Chick. I will say this about growing mint. Be careful with mint. It's an invasive plant. So I planted mine in a very large pot that I only filled about half full of soil, and I keep it down in the pot because if it will take over your yard if you let it get out. Ting ting, how's it going? All right, we're on hashtag whatever it was, black-footed ferret, right there. I just highlighted the comment. And that's for 10 entries to the quarterly drawing. And you can win more than once in a night, so keep them coming. But no, if somebody wins and they're what I've done before is if they said, "Oh, don't mail it to me. I want to give it back away on my show," then I will come on the show without mailing it, and I will take care of mailing it to whoever wins on your show. That's what I was going to say earlier. If somebody wants to do that. I'm not going to mail it to you and then have you incur the cost of mailing because I would have to mail it anyway. So I just hang on to it at that point, and then we can do a collab or whatever on your channel. And then if you want to give it away over there, it's your prize. You can do whatever you want. That's what I'm saying.
Nice.
Or if you've already won one and you wanted the first one and then you win again and you don't really want B, but you want to give A away again, so whichever. Spiny vampire fished. Yeah, that's invasive. Yes. But yeah, mint will take over. But no, I used to grow several different kinds of mint, and they have one. See what bourbon? Oh, I'm sipping on. Sorry, guys. I announced it at the beginning of the show, but this is Yellowstone by it's distilled and bottled by Limestone Branch Distillery in Lebanon, Kentucky. Part of the proceeds of the sale of Yellowstone go to Yellowstone National Park, but
Nice.
it's a good base bourbon. I would put it along the lines of I think it's slightly better probably than like Elijah Craig, but like their small batch. But I would put it on par with say Bullet 10-year with those type of notes you get. So don't expect like a huge Blade and Bow. Yeah, Blade and Bow is good, man. I mean, the only thing with Blade and Bow is they don't disclose where the filler bourbons come from, But no, I like it. I like Blade and Bow. It's one of my favorite day sippers, regular sippers. And I actually have 3 bottles of it unopened and 1 opened. Now, the only reason I'm sipping on this regular Yellowstone, I have a Yellowstone Store Select that is a cast strength, but I don't like doing cast strengths on this show because I'll drink 3 or 4 of them. And then by the end of the show, I'm like, we're going to do a bonus spin, But still a beer girl. Well, that's fine. That's fine. I drink beer too. I drink beer too. I mean, every year I go and I get in line and I get my Bourbon County Stouts, but I go quite often to Total Wine. Now, here in North Carolina, we're ABC state ran liquor. So the Total Wine here just has beer and wine, but they have a really good beer selection here. I like it.
Oh, for goodness sakes.
And if you haven't been tuned into the Saturday Sip Along show, Joe and I usually have a topic and we compare like certain bourbons, or we did last week. Last Saturday we did a blind cast strength bourbon tasting where we nailed it. We got them all right, and then we told which ones were our favorite, second and third. And then we also usually Joe and I will have a couple of pints of beer, and we'll split them and we'll just drink those at the end of the show. So we try to spread the wealth, for people who just like beer. It's all tasty adult beverage. All right, I'm going to spin this one. And if you miss this one, don't worry. There will be another one on its heels.
Good luck, everybody.
Black-footed ferret. Here we go. And we are landing on Chatty-O. So this is Chatty-O's second one.
Chatty-O.
Chatty-O now has two. If it lands on Chatty-O again, he will get another 10 entries, but I will spin it again. So on the third time, someone repeat winner, I spin again to give someone else also a chance to get 10 entries. So
I think that's really fair. I really do.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Yes.
For two, he just gets both, and that's it. This one is the easiest one you're going to have tonight. This is the easiest hashtag you're going to have all night long. Hashtag BAT. That's it. B-A-T. Or as Kathy Bates would say, B-A frickin' T. Only she doesn't say frickin'. BC Herbs, how's it going? Awesome. Yeah. And we're on hashtag BAT. BAT. I do have alternative prizes for people who live in the Canadian area.
I can't see a thing.
And overseas. If someone from Europe wins, they actually the biggest prize they'll get is this. And that's only for people in Europe. I reserve these hats for anyone who appears live on my show. And so when I did that documentary film, I gave away several hats, to the folks that were appearing on the documentary film. So, and if anyone's ever in the North Carolina area and you want to come sit on the show, I can back all this stuff up, have two stools back here, and you will get a hat just for coming on the show.
Nice. Everybody needs a hat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ting Ting.
So there's two things that you have to pass to get a hat. You have to, one, be in the area of wherever I am, and two, be brave enough to come on the show. That's the two qualifications.
I don't know about that, but okay, thank you.
You're brave enough.
I'm pretty brave. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're here. I mean, you're on. You might as well be sitting right here.
Exactly.
Right?
I mean, that's what it feels like to me. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But see, then we could harmonize together and not be off with a delay. And yeah.
Oh, so Angie, have you seen? See, what about playing guitar with you? Yeah, man, come on, play guitar. We'll play guitar on a show. It'll be a off show. I won't do it on my regular show. Because I get the copyright, and it's not a strike, it's a claim. And a claim does not hurt your channel because we're performing, but we have to share the intellectual property rights with those who wrote the song or owns the rights to who wrote the song, you know.
Yeah. And if you use like a song that's like popular, if you use the karaoke instrumental music, then you just get a claim, right?
Well, to a point.
If you're singing the words like it's a cover, you know what I mean?
Right. Now, there's different ones. You have to actually buy the karaoke music. You can't just use like a third party thing that like tries to tune out the voice
Yeah.
because it's different than the way it's performed live.
Okay.
Or, you know.
Right.
So they will play it a little simpler on a paid karaoke version.
Yes. Yes.
So there's software out there that you can download a real song from Beyonce or whatever, and it will try to get rid of her voice out of
Okay.
it. And
Yeah.
all that is a cheat app, so you don't have to buy the karaoke version.
Oh.
Now, those will get you claims
Okay. I
because
gotcha.
it tries to isolate her voice and remove it, and it can't do it all the way.
Right. Okay.
And
All right.
and the strikes are the ones who putting strikes out. It's an algorithm. It's mathematical. They're looking for data points.
Don't tease, Thrash.
Desperado.
If you say it, you got to sing it. Yes, Sparkle. I do have a live tonight at 8 p.m. I'm all ready. You can see my witchamajiggy. My canvas is all set up.
Yeah, the problem is though, if you play Cyrus, if you play the actual song, even in the background, if you're trying to sing over it, that algorithm's going to pick it up, and you're going to get a strike actually. And or like I didn't get a strike on my channel. It said you cannot monetize this video, right? You cannot monetize it. It's going to be monetized by them, and if you try to monetize it, you will get a strike. And that was when Crazy Ann played 6 seconds of a song and played the actual song on the after party. And I don't monetize my after parties at all. I just don't. But they get ads placed on them by the claims.
Yeah.
But did you see our music special when my dad was here and my son was here from Kansas City?
No.
It's out there. And I have a condensed version of that live where I just pulled the songs out. There's a music special that I downloaded the live stream, put it into Adobe Premiere Pro, cut out everything but the songs, and I put like in a black background with white letters, like what song was about to be played. And then it plays the song, and then I have a break, with, hey, here's the song it's about to be played. And if you go back and watch that, you'll notice that we're sitting way back. I mean, I have the camera like way back there, and we're way back here. And I had a Behringer studio mixer with boom mics. I mean, we were full setup here. So I have the equipment to set it up.
That's awesome.
And I can put it in USB. It's USB connected from the mixer and all into the computer. And we test it all out ahead of time, make sure all the settings are good. And I raise, treble, mid, bass, or whatever on each mic and make sure everything's good. But yeah, now those are like real music shows. Like that's the real one,
Yeah.
The stuff I do on here, I'm using a Rode Go wireless, and all the levels are I can't funk with all the levels on it. But on that night, we practiced ahead of time, recorded some things, played it back, listened to it, and all that stuff. But I'm going to spin this one. So we got Bat, and we are going to share the screen because I have to get through these if I'm going to get to the bonus spin. So here we go. Booyah! Good luck, everybody. We're running through them quick. I need to get through 2 more. Thrash.
Yay, Thrash. Congrats.
All right, let me write this down and then mark that one off, and I'll get the next one set up because I need to get through a couple of more of these. All right, so here we go. Let me pick the broadcast, make sure it's the right broadcast because I have two of them scheduled. And if you don't know what these creatures are, just Google them. Or if you don't care, don't. All right, here we go. Pangolin. Pangolin. Congratulations, Thrash Life. Now, I would love to have Thrash in studio here and hook it up. But the only thing I'll say, Thrash, it would be easier if you brought an acoustic guitar. But if you bring an electric, bring an amp. Because the only amp I have is like a little $45 piece of shit amp. I play mostly acoustic guitar. But we could do more than words. Acoustic version.
Oh, I love that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
But if we do that, I'm Jack Black. I called it already. You have to be Jimmy Fallon. I'm Jack Black.
I like that. You have to be Jimmy Fallon, and I'll be Jack Black.
Yep. I already called it. Plus, I have the belly for Jack Black. I've got that dad bod going.
What's the pig nose? Is that Tenacious D? Is that what you're talking about, or what?
No, Jimmy Fallon and Jack Black did a spoof cover of More Than Words, and they had the wigs on and everything, and it was like a video that came out.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I gotcha.
And Jack Black's doing the yeah. Whiskey food dudes in the house. If I miss you, man, I'm sorry. If you've already been here, but I try to keep up. That's what I got a co-host for. But
yeah, but I'm new and I'm not great at it, so I'm just here for comic relief.
It's okay. Are you going live later?
Yeah, actually in 10 minutes. So I'm
10
probably
minutes. All right. Yeah, I figured you were going to have to drop off. But no, I have room for two more folks as co-hosts. I up my licenses on co-hosts, so I have three, and I'm up to I can have five, and so man, I am having an awesome week this week. I am a whiskey food dude. It started off kind of rough, but no, it's I'm having a great week. Now, the only reason it started off rough is I had a lot of crap to catch up on at work, and it was a lot of transition stuff going on, and I'm trying to help out with it, and giving a little more than usual.
Yeah, I gotcha. Mine just sucked. So there you have it. my week. My week, yeah. But it's almost the weekend, so
kabam! We have one more day tomorrow.
Right.
That's it. No, and if you don't know the history of this show started off as a pre-party for Clouds and Stouts. So Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic, Jimmy, Oji-san's World, and Micah's Mix, and I forget. Oh, it was Shane, and then Shane dropped off, and then Lone Star jumped on for Clouds and Stouts, and then they moved to Sunday, and I couldn't continue to do the Sunday show because I have to. You won't see me on here much on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because I'm getting ready for long days at work, and So Sunday, I take it easy. I may record like a bourbon review in the afternoon, but that's like a 5 to 10 minute shoot, without going live, and then I do the editing and post it. And then, but I go dry after that, and then I work, and then Thursday night I go, and then Saturday night I go live. So those are the 2 nights I can do it without funking with my career, uh, my actual money making career. So, but yeah, I have to focus through the week. So, I had to give up, and then I turned the after the pre party for Clouds and Stouts over to Pigskin Blitz, and then I don't know what's happening with Clouds and Stouts now, but that's how the Thursday time slot got started, and I started doing this quarterly giveaway because I try to get people into bourbon. So I just kept the time slot, and then here we are now. So, all right. So in 1 minute, I'm going to spin this one. We are on Pangolin, hashtag Pangolin. Right here is a good entry for it. We are up to 16 entries and 16 on the eyeball. So I think we're ready to go. If you miss this one, don't worry. I'm doing one more before 8 o'clock. So let's go on ahead and do this thing. Bam. Here we go. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck, everybody. Bless you.
We're going to land on Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic. That is also his second. So he gets that one.
Congrats,
Now,
Groovy.
if Groovy or Chatio win again, they get the entries, but we will spin again. So let me set up this one before everybody gets one. Here we go. Hashtag. I like this one. And this, if you don't know, is where one of the most famous Pokemon names came from. Actually, Pokemon was built off of this, from what I read in an article. Was Kinkajou started Pikachu and started the whole, hey, we're going to create this whole world of fictitious things. That's what I read. Could be wrong. It sounded very convincing when I read it in an article.
Oops. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. JOU.
I'm gonna have to jet. I'm sorry, but I'll be back.
Oh no, I understand. But you got your entry in.
I do.
Yes, you do.
Yes. So good luck, everybody, and
Right.
I'll see you when I get back. Bye, Jody.
Bye. All right, here we are. We're back, and after the everybody gets an entry or 5, you get 5 entries. Yeah, Pika. I will post the link, the StreamYard link up. If anybody wants to come up, they can. They're more than welcome. I'll put it in the chat. After that, we'll do. Hopefully, I'll fit in 4 because I really want to get to this last entry. And then I haven't seen Twisted, but Twisted is supposed to be doing the after party at 8:30. So I need to message her right quick. So as we're gaining entries on this, let me make sure that she's going to be ready to go live. Because if she got the time, because she's in a different time zone. So I want to make sure we're synced on this. Oh, you know what? I sure do. I have a link. Hang on just a second. I'll bring somebody up earlier than usual. Let me grab this link because I've been copying and pasting these other things. Yeah. Boom, yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that now. Let me catch Twisted on here. Okay. Are you going live at 30 EST, EDT? It's actually EDT, Eastern Date Time. In like 35 minutes. Okay, I'll see if I get a reply from her. And we have the infamous Groovy Lava Squirrel Medic on here with us. How you doing, Grooves?
Good stuff today. It's the first time I've ever won one of those, and I've won it twice in one day.
Awesome. So you got that's 20 entries right there.
Yeah, I think you rigged it. That's what everybody says.
That maybe, I can't. I'm not that good of a hacker. I'm pretty good, but I'm not that good.
So this is my third blade and bow. It's pretty good.
It is fantastic. I really like blade and bow. And blade and bow is one of those, like the first glass, you're like, I think this is good. And the second and third one, it's like, yeah, this is good shit,
Hell yeah. Just testing out my new headphones today, the wireless ones, just seeing how they work. That's doing great.
You're coming through great. So I hope I am. I didn't check my audio settings. Okay. Yeah. But before, somebody kept telling me, they said, man, you're not as loud as everybody else. And I went and checked my settings, and the automatically adjust mic volume was unchecked. And I was like, what the hell? So I checked it, but I had to switch.
I don't even know if I do that.
Yeah, I went from Firefox to Chrome, and it's just, when you do something like that, you have to.
Yeah, mine is set at automatic. It's not checked. I should probably check that.
Because you went through and adjusted everything and got where you want.
Excuse me, sorry.
I'm a lazy bum. I didn't do that. I want automatically adjust. So.
Oh man, what a day!
Yeah, it was pretty hard. Well, I was talking to somebody else about this morning. Like I was on Twisted stream last night, and I was falling asleep on the damn thing because I'm getting up at 5 in the morning to get with guys in Northern Ireland for meetings and stuff.
Right.
And so I was falling asleep on stream. I finally got some sleep. I got about 4.5 hours of sleep, and I was up. And I had a 7 a.m. meeting, so I went over there and got on the computer. I went straight from the recliner to the meeting, did a 40-minute meeting, went off there, went upstairs, got ready for work, and came back down. But that's the cool thing about working from home is I don't have to fight traffic. I don't have to worry about shit. I go 10 steps. I'm at my desk. Yeah,
there's some stuff I need to talk to you about come September time.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was talking with with Jimmy about that earlier, and I was telling him about the prospects on a few things, and I am earmarking a couple of things for fourth quarter, but that doesn't mean they're going to go through. I have to convince the president of the company that
Right. But yeah. We talked about this like a year ago when I said I was starting to retire.
Yep. Man, I'll tell you what, though, I fight for every single position I get. And the one that Jimmy landed now, it was one that was already there. And he has experience in what the thing is we need.
Mm-hmm.
And so when it came available, because I had a contractor in that position and they just weren't working out. So I ended the contract and went to Peter and said, man, I need to flip this from contingent to full-time. And here's the cost savings, from that. And he's like, go for it. So, that's how that came about.
Yeah, we'll talk more.
Yep. So BC Herbs is asking, did you find your DVI HDMI adapter?
It is coming in tomorrow.
All right.
And it was a HDMI to a I don't remember what kind of plug. It wasn't to a DVI. But it's coming in tomorrow, so I'll be working and setting up that tablet because I got.
Oh, is it a USB-C or something?
Yeah. Well, it's an HDMI, but the back of my computer, it doesn't have any HDMI.
Right, but is it an oval or?
No, it's like a HDMI, but it's only one side that's like.
Oh,
Sorry.
it's like okay.
I
know.
have 6 of those in the back of my computer. I have no HDMI, so I just have to
Okay.
get the HDMI converter to that one and plug it in. It's fine.
Yeah.
But that's why on Drunk Philosophers we're doing a fundraiser as well, because it's going to be to get Devin a laptop so she can take that and be over here and actually work on a laptop so she doesn't take up my shit over here.
All right. Well, I have 1 minute before they put me in, so let me share this out, and we're going to spin this thing, and then we will be good to go after we do the put me ins. Share screen, Chrome tab. Here we go. Share and draw. Good luck, everybody. This is for another 10 entries to the wheel. At the end of the show, there will be far more entries given, but we will get there. Jimmy Lakari, congratulations.
Congrats, Jimmy.
All right, got that name written down, and I am not going to enter another one right now. I will reset it. I am going to get it ready for right after the put me in, but I'm not going to post it yet. But I am going to get it ready, and then I'm going to come back over to StreamYard without copying and pasting, and I'm going to put start me in. Now, this is the point in the show where I have to, yep, there's my alarm. Okay, got it. And we have started put me in. All you have to do in any form of fashion is type the words
put me in, boss. Put me in.
All right, yeah, and Groovy's in because he's up here.
Well, I was the first one to put it in, too.
Yeah, you were. All right, so we have,
I had to set an example.
We have Fulton.
All right, and you have Big Daddy H.
All right.
You have Chattio.
Chattio.
You got BC Herbs.
All right.
You got Steamed Fried Rice or Cindy.
Oh, yeah.
You got Funky Uncle John.
All right.
Art by Sparkle.
All right.
Jerry J.
Okay, Jerry J. There we go.
And I think it's just fair that we put Angie in on there too.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to put Angie down because she was co-hosting all that time. So I'm going to put her down.
That's it right now.
All right. Well, that's short list. We have a lot of people on the eyeball. We'll see if any more comes in. We'll leave this running for a few minutes here and see who all we get. There's a lot of people that multitask, and that's great. They jump from stream to stream. So if they come back, we'll give them a few minutes.
Yeah, I thought it said that Twisted started at 8. That's what I saw. 8 Texas time.
Oh, that's going to be 9 o'clock. Okay. Well, I can keep going. Well, we'll definitely then get to, let's see. Yeah, she hadn't responded to me, so we'll see.
I was just saying when it was put in.
And that's fine. I'll keep going. We can hang out or whatever, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Bourbon After Party, Texas time, 8 p.m. So
okay.
You have 58 minutes.
And I used to end at 9 o'clock, and I started trimming it down to 8:30.
Yeah.
But I can go till 9. It doesn't matter. And that way we'll definitely get to all of the, even the bonus.
All 10?
Yeah. Because the last one is not an animal. It is the most famous creature of the night.
A werewolf.
Creature of the night.
Oh, Dracula?
No. Oh, this is going to be fun.
No. It should be.
A
hooker? That's a lady of the night. Oh.
Close, but no.
Did you get Serendipity and Jimmy Lakari?
There we go. See, there's a reason. And Jimmy Lakari, here we go.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. See, people are getting notified. That's why I like to run these for about 10, 15 minutes or so, to have people give people a chance. Because a lot of people will be, what I like about it is they leave the streams running and they just hop around, and they're giving us hours no matter what, but they may not always be exactly tuned in right here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to concentrate mostly on the live channel. I'm trying to keep typing with that one. I usually just type with the Groovy Lava Scroll Medic.
Right.
So I'm trying to really keep up with the live so people will see that shit. And we're almost to 100. I think we're almost to 100 subs.
Awesome.
Let's see.
Man, I went back and looked, and I've been doing this for almost 5 years.
97 subs. We're almost to 100.
All right. So if you have not subscribed to Groovy Lava Scroll Medic Live, look that up.
Cheers.
BC Herb said, I see it. And remember back in the day when we could go in the chat and anybody could go in the chat and click the 3 dots and say go to channel?
That was before my time.
Shit, man. We used to do that all the time. I don't know why they took that away.
Because it was just bot farming, different stuff. He would go into those the get subscription channels, and they would just put their name on, and everybody would just go. So nobody was actually watching or doing anything.
Oh, that okay.
But yeah, it's that was a little bit before my time.
Yeah, we use that all the time. We could just go click on them, and you knew you had the right person because things like Firestar. Do you know how many freaking channels there are called Firestar out there?
Yeah.
And I'm always looking for the exact icon, but then I get something like Eric Holder or something comes in, and I look it up, and there's like several of them, and all it is a different colored letter on their first initial, and I'm like, I don't know which one's which, so I can't tag them in it.
What was I gonna look at? One more sub, thank you, BC. Yeah, did you watch the video today? Did you get to watch that yet?
No, I haven't.
My video that I put out, yeah,
I did not. I heard about it. I worked until and then I called Jimmy because he had his thing, and I talked to him for a while, and then I had to run get beer, and I had to set up my studio, and I was running right to the minute. So no, I haven't had a chance. So.
It's a good one. If you like to see people gag, it's a fun one.
There you go. I heard about it. And I am going to go back and watch it, though.
I did a little PSA at the beginning, just like, hey, we got multiple channels. And we also have, Twitch. And don't forget about that thanks button down the bottom, because my live channel is not monetized. So this is the only way I'm getting money from this. So give some thanks.
Give some thanks. No, and if people haven't noticed the thing scrolling across the bottom, I am doing another 30 bourbon sample giveaway. I'm not giving it away until the 23rd, which is I'll give it away during the Saturday sip along next week. Not tomorrow or day after tomorrow, but a week from then.
Can you just make sure it's after YouTube money hits our account so I can put in some fucking money?
Well, that's why. Well, I don't know, because it usually hits on the 22nd or 23rd or so.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like same thing with Twisted with her. She says she's going to do her party once she gets her hours and everything. I'm like, please just make sure it's after everybody gets paid, because all my super chats and stuff I give away come from my YouTube paycheck. It doesn't come out of my regular bank account.
Yeah. And she's got to get her hours. Then she has to be invited. Then she has to apply.
She should have already done all the application and everything. This should be ready to go.
Yeah, on the AdSense.
Yeah, she should. She said she already did all that stuff. So
okay,
it should just be, hey, you're eligible. Go in there, click on the super chats, and it's good to go.
Yeah, I didn't get super chats right away. Like they didn't give me those day one.
I got it within like the first 12 hours. That's how I knew I actually.
Oh, maybe I had super chats, but I didn't have memberships. That's
memberships. Yes, memberships take about 3 or 4 days before those pop in.
But my difference was I had a monetized channel in the past
Yeah.
before YouTube came up with you have to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 hours and all that, and they demonetized me. Well, I had an AdSense account. I never got any money from it because they only paid after you had $100, and I had like $20. Well, there's Cindy. So Cindy, let me do the. This is the 30 bourbon sample. Thank you, Cindy. You are entered.
Thanks, Jerry. I appreciate it. Oh, we're at 99. Cool running. Put me in.
All right. See there? That's why I leave these things open. Cool running.
We're at 99 subs. Once we hit 100, it's time to celebrate.
All right.
Celebrate good times. Come on. It's a celebration.
All right, we'll go another minute or so on the put me in. If you're in here now and you haven't typed put me in, type it. You'll get 5. It's 5 entries now on the regular put me in. I'm trying to go by 5s and 10s.
Jerry J, once my live channel gets up to 1,000, I get monetized. That's when I'll do your 16 million Scoville Tink, whatever. I will do it at that point once my new channel gets monetized.
Awesome. And I watched Johnny Scoville do the. Well, he put a thing out. He's here. Wait,
I think he already had his.
I already got it. Yep. I watched Johnny Scoville do the thing where he took the whatever pepper, cut it in half, put all the tincture in it, put something in there. He said the thing of the video was closest I ever come to panic.
Mm-hmm.
And it was insane, all the stuff he put on that thing.
I think I've gotten past that crazy level. I'm not saying I'm above it. I'm saying I got past doing that stupid shit. I'm like, I know it's not worth it.
You're right. I mean, he's like pretty famous. I mean, he's got, a lot of.
Well, you know on his channel why he has like 3 or 4 videos a day. You know why, right? He's building a catalog.
Right.
Like you can search anything. You can search anything spicy on YouTube, and Johnny Scoville, his face is going to pop up on anything. And he doesn't care if it's the most minute spicy. I don't care if it's mild Taco Bell sauce.
Right.
He has reviewed it, and there's a video of him on there. And some people get really frustrated because it keeps popping up in timeline. Like I quit having alerts on mine because it just started hitting every like 4 times.
And I don't subscribe to him, but I there was a time I was sad, right? Because I used to do the spicy stuff.
Hold on. Jody, we hit 100. We hit 100.
You hit 100.
Celebrate good time. Come on. It's a celebration.
All right. He drank it right out the damn bottle. All right, we are going to stop.
Thank you, John.
The only reason I kept it running this long is because I realized that I was trying to hurry up and get through these things, and I realized that
you got 45 minutes left.
She wasn't going live till 9 o'clock and not 8:30, so we have time. So
message Jimmy. Message Jimmy. Tell him to get his ass up here.
I'm about to do that.
Actually, I'll do better.
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna call him.
Well, I'll send him the link. How about that?
Yeah, okay.
Before I copy the other thing. Oh wait, that's Sam. Okay, well, she can come up too. I mean, she's doing the after party, so whatever. And then Jimmy's got the link. So here we go. Let me come over here. I'm going to copy this next hashtag.
I thought Jimmy already had the link.
I haven't sent it out. I was running so close to time. By the time I got back here and sat down in my studio, I had 30 seconds before I had to start my countdown.
No, he's not even answering. He might be playing like Call of Duty or something.
He was in here earlier, so
Yeah. Ooh, Fennec Fox. I love Fennec Foxes.
Yep, that's a creature of the night right there. Number 2, actually, on their top 10 list of creatures of the night.
A Fennec Fox is like the thing. It's the fox with ADD. Dude, that thing bounces off the fucking wall. You can have them as pets, though.
Yeah, they're little.
Yeah, but they're so cute.
They have huge ears, and
Yep.
they catch little mice like crazy. And they're nocturnal. See, that's the only thing I don't like about having them as a pet is all night long they want to be awake. But I can't say much because a lot of times I'm up till 3 or 4 in the morning anyway.
Not me lately, man. I've been like 11 o'clock is like the latest I've gone to bed, man. With this, and that's why I like this routine of getting up and going to the gym, doing all that stuff because I'm on that routine. I'm trying to avoid taking naps during the day. So I'm not staying up till like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning anymore. Like 11 o'clock, I'm in bed just like
donk.
But it's good to have it's good to have a schedule back.
Yeah, it is. It is. Now I'm finally, man. We've been away from. I don't really. I don't work out, but I try to stay active. But man, over the past couple of months, we've not played disc golf, and that's my. I get like I don't know 6.5 miles of walking rough terrain, playing disc golf, and it keeps me active. And walking my dog around the house doesn't count,
Yeah. Well, I've been watching on my smartwatch and my phone and stuff. Like this morning, I burned 1,300 calories in the gym. So I was like, hell yeah. So I came home, did a beer, and I was like, I'm good.
So I have this Samsung watch. Now that you bring that up, it's the Galaxy, the Gear, whatever, And I was on a meeting this morning at 9 o'clock, and I'm like going like this. I talk with my hands, and I'm like explaining all of this stuff we're going to have to do. And all of a sudden, my watch beeps at me, and I look at it, and it says, "Great, keep up the good work."
Oh, that's how I teach. I use my hands and stuff a lot.
Yeah.
And it was like when I'm teaching, and they're like, "You have walked 2.7 miles." I'm like, I taught for like 4 hours.
Yeah, I didn't walk anywhere.
I walked back and forth in front of a room, but if I walk 2.5 miles, I need to stay put because that is way too much movement for eye attention attraction to a student.
Yep. No, I'm doing a donation to some. I have it on my email. I'm donating a bottle to a giveaway raffle drawing thing. Somebody's doing a bigger one, bigger channel than I am, type thing. I've kind of committed to that, and that's going to roll up to. I forget what it's for, but it's.
You can donate a bottle for a good cause for Devin's laptop to give away on Sunday.
Could.
For Drunk Philosophers.
We could do that, or I could do a sampler to give away.
We could do that. I'm just joking. You don't have to. I was just joking.
No, it's it's a good cause. It's a good cause. Gotta have.
No, I'm seriously. I'm gonna be adding. She's gonna learn how to use it, and then she'll start drawing on our channel, and then that's what she said. She wants to do her own channel where she just draws art, and I'm like, I can do that.
Oh, you know what I could give away? Hang on, let me see how many bottles of it I have. Hang on. I don't keep it on my shelf.
Oh, shit. Fennec Fox. What does the fox say? That's a great song. And if it's stuck in your head for the rest of the night, you're fucking welcome. I'm sorry, this isn't even my channel. I shouldn't even say the F word. I don't even have a mature audience thing up there. I apologize, Jody.
No, that's fine. So I've got these. I get these for free when people send them to me. Unsolicited, by the way. I don't ask for this stuff. This is from Kings County Distillery. I have a straight bourbon whiskey and a peated bourbon whiskey. I have not tried this. Okay.
Okay.
Now, that's two. I could pour 1 ounce samples out. This is 6 ounces, and I want to try them. So I'm not going to give the whole bottles away. I have
So
not tried them yet.
Cindy is going to be in charge of our giveaways and stuff on Sunday because it's Drunk Philosophers. Me and Jimmy are going to be drunk. So she's going to be in the basement building our will and the giveaways and stuff. So I'll have to get the information from you and of what it is and send it to Cindy and all that stuff.
But I also have 2 6 ounce bottles from Shane Long.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I might put in for that.
So I can do 1 ounce pours out of those. That's 4. And then it would be a tough giveaway. But I have a little bit of the Christmas left.
I never even got any of that Christmas. Everybody kept talking about it, and he was like, yeah, I'll send you some. I sent him my address. I never got shit. I was like,
that sucks because that's some of the best damn bourbon I ever put in my mouth.
Cindy, you are not my YouTube secretary. You're a good friend that knows that I'm going to be completely intoxicated on Sunday, and I'm not going to be able to control myself to put in names and stuff, and I'm going to fuck it up. So I'm asking you to help me, and you said yes. So thank you.
Cindy, do you want to be my YouTube secretary?
No, she's mine.
You just said she wasn't.
I'm just joking, Cindy. I love you. Guys, if you put Fennec Fox in multiple times, it doesn't increase your chances. So you just need to enter once. Just once. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. But if you think you may have spelled it wrong, you can do it again. It only gives you 1 entry. It's still only 13 in there.
So it's gotten to the point where everybody's like, why are you wearing sunglasses? And I'm like, it's not a fashion thing. It's because in my house, with the time of day, I have to use these lights.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm on panel or I'm streaming a game or anything for like more than an hour, I get a really bad headache. So I just wear sunglasses now. And everybody's like, you're such a dork. No, I'd have the blue blocker glasses. It just wasn't effective enough. Like, you're such a dork. You're doing it on purpose. And I was like, no, I'm doing it on purpose so I can see and live my life without a headache.
All right, let me spin this one. I'm going to spin this one.
Yeah, Fennec Fox.
Oh, Django just got it in. Oh, Fulton just got it in. Man, y'all better hurry up. I'm about to spin this damn thing.
What's a fox say?
All right, if you miss this one, the next one's worth more anyway. Mama says I must be tied to something solid before I'm allowed to consume bourbon.
Just as long as you're not around schools, it's okay, man. Don't worry about it, BC.
Here we go. Now, this is the last one for 10. The next one's for 20.
Oh, come on. Okay,
now, here's
three. That's 3.
Groovy gets an extra plus 10 up here. Now, I'm going to spin it again, though.
And I'm doing it for you, people. I'm doing it for you.
Those are the rules. A hunt for heat. There it is. Okay, let me write this down. I should just put my cunt.
Usually I have to spend $30 to $50 in super chats to get this many entries, okay? So calm down. All right? All the people are like, it's rigged. No, it ain't.
No, well, it's not because I spun again. He got the 10 entries and I spun again. So let me get the next one going. And we're in no
Cindy
hurry.
says just put hunt for heat under hers. It works.
Yeah, whatever. I can add a steamed fried rice entry. I'll see when I go to enter them. I don't enter these right away. Now this one's for 20.
Ooh, for 20. That will give me 50.
So let me copy this. And this is the most famous little character from Bugs Bunny right here.
Jack Daniels Torado Ahoy. Tasmanian Devil.
All right, Jack Daniel Torado, if you're just joining, put in the hashtag Tasmanian Devil for a chance to get 20 entries on the quarterly drawing. The quarterly drawing will occur on September 1. It is for a 24-note nosing kit, a bourbon nosing kit, a 3 sample bourbons marked A, B, and C, a crystal whiskey glass with my logo on it, and a virtual private tasting with me where I will walk you through how to use the nosing kit and the 3 bourbons. The 3 bourbons marked A, I consider a beginner bourbon. B is an intermediate bourbon. C is an advanced bourbon that will blow your mind. So if you don't want to do the virtual private tasting, I can just disclose which bourbons I gave you. But if you want, I can walk you through them and all that. So that's
Yeah.
top prize. Second prize is any 2 ounces on my shelf in a glass. Third prize is just a glass.
I'm going to need you to change the date of that from September 1st because that is my 24-hour retirement stream day.
Oh, you know what, though? All you have to do, Groovy, is join the 80 Proof Club.
What's the 80 Proof Club?
It's a membership on my channel.
Oh.
And then you do not have to be present to win. Plus, you get 35 entries every month you are a member.
I guess I can do that. But it'll have to be next month because it comes out of my YouTube money and I don't have any more.
There you go. See? But as long as you're a member during the drawing, you do not have to be present to win.
Yep. September 1st is the 24-hour retiree stream where I'm going to say everything that I wanted to say and just let it all out.
So on September 1st, does it start at like midnight of September 1st and go till midnight?
It's gonna start at 7 a.m. and it's gonna go till 7 a.m.
So it'll start 7 a.m. September 1st to 7 a.m. September 2nd.
Yep.
We will send people to you when, or I'll jump on there anyway ahead of time. Then go live and do the thing, and then we'll send people over. How about that?
Right on. And it's going to be on the live channel, so hopefully we'll get some subs from that.
I will say this. I am not having a bad experience running a Google ad.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. You can set your daily limit, and all that. The first day they kind of freaked me out because they spent too much. But the second day they ran the ad, they throttled it back. And now they're starting to pick back up again. So they try to hit your daily limit.
Well, obviously, they're trying to make money.
Well, they don't go over your budget. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying they're going to use it to the full.
Yeah. Oh, you froze.
Extent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind that. I planned on spending the $80, right? So as long as they don't go too far over 80, I'm fine.
So you saw my stuff kind of jerked around right there.
Yeah.
I have a storm coming in, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna back out for a little bit because I'm afraid I'm gonna lose internet and all that stuff. So I'll be back hopefully, or I'll see you on Twisteds or whatever, or I might game some Minecraft tonight. I don't know. But anyway, thank you for having me up, Jody. And thank you for letting me win 30, possibly 50, because I want to win the Tasmanian Devil too.
All right.
Everybody, have a great night. Thank you, guys.
And after the this 20 entry, I'm doing a bonus for 30.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll keep it on my phone.
There you go.
All right, guys. Later.
So yeah, we're gonna do we're on Tasmanian Devil now. And after that, this one's for 20 entries. And the next one, when we get to the bonus, it is for 30 entries on the wheel. It is 8:28 now. I'm gonna let this go to 8:30. Then I will do the bonus spin. And we'll take a little time before we get to the bonus. But before I do that, I am going to paste. Oops, not that. Cancel. I am going to paste the StreamYard link right here. Here's the rules, people. Show your face before I bring you up. If I don't know you, show your face before I bring you up from the basement. Anyone's welcome to join. There's the StreamYard link. I shall pin it in the YouTubes. We have 30 minutes before Twisted goes live with the after party, but we're doing a free-for-all right now. If anybody that wants to come up, you can only use certain browsers for StreamYard. Chrome and Firefox both work. Work better than others. So here we are. We have Fulton Mraz. How's it going, Fulton?
What's going on, Jody? How are you?
I'm doing great. We're doing these giveaways and we are getting entries on the wheel. And
That's
I'm
good.
talking about giving bourbon samples away and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Right now, we're doing a 30 bourbon sample giveaway. 30.
I'm grown already, Jody. I'm grown.
What's that?
What do you think? I'm kind of tall already.
I guess
23.
23. So you're tall now.
Almost 23.
Almost. Well, basically, I mean, in 4 days, right? 4 days?
Yep. I think so. Yeah.
You're way closer to 23
Yeah.
than you are 22. So, it's all like, it's all relative. You get over the hump, whatever.
Yeah. Well, it is my cat's birthday today, so.
Your cat's birthday?
Yeah. She's
that?
9 years old. Let me see what I got for her.
So you know the exact day your cat was born?
I got her one of these.
Wait, so did you watch the cat be born?
No, I had Sweetie for almost like 9 years.
Right. But I mean, like, is it a rescue cat or
No, it's the cat the cat I have. Because
sometimes like
they turned 13 already, so
yeah, we rescue dogs or whatever, and we don't like they'll be like, well, they're about this old, right? They don't know the exact date they were born. So we kind of make up a date, for their birthday or whatever. And you can just do home date. Hey, this is the day you came home with us.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's why I was wondering if you knew exactly when the cat was born, or if it was like about.
Yeah. And my dog has her graduation this Sunday, so we're gonna get her training for that.
Oh, so is that dog training?
Dog training on Sunday.
So graduation, and what all did your dog learn through?
She learned how to shake. She learned how to not bark at people.
Okay,
She's still doing meet and greet. Maybe we've got a dog and stuff, but
I mean, my dogs. It doesn't take long to teach them sit. I mean, if I say sit, boy, their butts hit the floor, but their mouths fly open because they're wanting a treat.
Oh, jeez.
All right. 2 more minutes. I'm going to spin this Tasmanian Devil to see who gets 20 entries on the wheel, 20 of them. And then we'll get to the bonus spin that is going to be worth 30 entries.
I'm ready for that, Dirty. I'm ready.
If anyone's new here and you're trying to get entries, you want to win this bonus spin. And I'll explain the bonus spin for any young folks who don't really understand it, but I shouldn't have to.
So
Jimmy
what you been
already
up to,
got it.
Jody? Anything?
What am I up to?
Yeah, what you been
I'm-
up to this
I've
past
been
week?
running this show for a couple hours here.
How's that going?
Now I work all week, work all week, and then I do these Thursday giveaways and Saturday sip-alongs, and yeah, a bunch of stuff I'm not at liberty to talk about from work.
Mhm. Yeah, you're right about that. Nothing, Mom. Oh, I was going to carry something. Oh, jeez.
Hi, Mom.
Hi now, Jody. Mom, Jody says hi.
Hi, Mom.
Mom.
She gonna
She
hurt
heard
you.
it? He was talking to you. No, you're not on camera, Mom.
No, there's no camera.
Get busy, Fulton.
You're fine, Mom, if you want to say hi.
Get busy, Fulton.
Oh my goodness, I had a busy day at work.
All right, anybody just joining in, hashtag Tasmanian Devil for a chance to win 20 entries on the wheel. We're about to spin this thing here in just a few seconds. We are going to share screen. If you miss this one, there's one more, and it's a big one. Here we go. Big Daddy H got it in just in time, just in the nick of time. Let me wait, let me look at this. Let me look at this. I gotta see. It came in. Okay. All right. I was a holdover. And yep, here we go. Draw. Oops, I didn't share the screen. I can tell you it's flicking back and forth between a whole bunch of names, and wow, Big Daddy H. Here, let me share the screen. Let me share the screen because I stopped sharing. I'm sorry about that. Chrome tab, StreamYard giveaway. Here we go. Big Daddy H1. All right, that's for 20. But we have one more coming. 20.
Well, I better head off here anyways. I gotta get stuff to do. And then
All
I
right.
was supposed to play softball this year, but we haven't had any chance.
Well, okay,
Because
Fulton, you take it easy, man. I'm gonna
Well,
prep
I was supposed to have
lab.
practice, Jody, for softball, and they didn't let me in. So,
Oh man, that sucks.
but
So
we
this
don't know
is-
when practice was.
All right, this is, in my opinion, the most famous creature of the night, right here. This is for 30 entries. It is from Rocky Horror Picture Show. Creature of the Night, Frankenfurter. Frankenfurter. That was star of the first and original It. It's just a step to the left or something. Pelvic thrust really drives you insane. Anyway, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. There you go. Frankenfurter. This is the 30 entries right here. 30. And if Groovy or Chatio hits this, I'll give it to him, but I'm spinning again. Frankenfurter. What would be really freaky is if it landed on Groovy, I gave him 30, spun again, landed on Chatio, gave him 30, spun again, and then somebody else won. That would be 90 entries like this. Bam. It could happen. It could happen, people. It could happen. It could happen. Now, with that, I am going to slide over because I already put the bottle away. I'm not drinking any more bourbon tonight. I'm going to slide over and grab a beer. And when I get back, we're going to spin for these 30 entries on the wheel. Frank and Furter. I'll highlight this comment here. That's a hashtag Frank N. Furter. The N has a dot after it. Make sure you get that in there. All right, Modelo. Modelo Especial. And then we're going to coast until 9 o'clock after this, but I'm going to leave this one up there a little bit. I'd say we're going to spin it at like 8:45. 8:45-ish. I did post the StreamYard link if anybody wants to jump up for the last few minutes. There it is. It's pinned at the top on YouTube. So, but it's there. If anybody wants to jump up, there it is. And if y'all don't know the story of Rocky Horror Picture Show, so I'm having a hard time thinking of the sumbitch's name. The one that played it, he played Frankenfurter, and the Worst Witch and all that bullshit. Anyway, he was the premise of the story was he was a mad scientist from outer space who came to Earth to create the perfect man. Tim Curry, that's it. Bam. Boy, I could not get Tim Curry in my head to save my ass. But Tim Curry. So Tim Curry, it was from outer space. He comes to Earth as Frankenfurter, and he's trying to create the perfect man, which was the Rocky, the perfect man. And of course, Susan Sarandon was in it, and others. And Richard O'Brien wrote the whole damn thing, and he played the guy with the like Igor part to the thing, and beautiful, like brilliant, like coming up with all the disco-y type music and shit like that. It's a cult classic. If you haven't seen it, I mean, make sure you go watch it. I've gone to a couple of live theater things where people dress up. I didn't necessarily dress up, but I was up in the mezzanine because I didn't want to be down below because they throw drinks and shit when it's raining and popcorn and shit and stuff like that. And I didn't want to be down there in the mess. Omni, New Daisy, Memphis, Tennessee. Yep. Yeah, that played out movie on stage. Yep. And people, you're riffraff. Yeah. And so they would get up on stage, and there were people all in the audience dressed up and everything. And I was in the military at the time, but we stayed up on stage. But we went to a live performance. One of them I went to was in Germany. And let me tell you what, the Germans are into this shit. I'm talking about, I saw more people in costume in Germany up on stage, and there would be like 4 or 5 Frankenfurters, 4 or 5 riffraff, 4 or 5, all of them up there, Magentas, all that shit up there on stage at the same time. And people were like just raining, water down on people and Coke and all kind of shit. And people had a good time. I mean, it's a hell of a freaking experience if you can go. But yeah, there was lots of folks on there. What's up, Fulton? You back again?
Yeah, I am.
Thought you had to run, man.
I had to do like a little task.
A little task. Boy, that must have been a quick ass task.
It was.
All right.
So, 9 more.
Did you leave a soda can sitting on the counter?
No, I'm not. So you're invited to my birthday stream on a Wednesday.
Okay. All right. I'll try to show up. You know, Wednesday. What time is it on Wednesday?
I think it's at 7 p.m. That's Eastern Standard Time for
Eastern.
us.
Okay. I can be on there for a little bit. I could do
Sure.
7 to like 8, 8:30, something like that. I'll try to be
Okay.
there. I'm gonna try to be there for your birthday stream.
Yeah, make sure you bring some music as well.
Oh, you want me to play? I'll play.
Yeah.
But you know, they're gonna tell you something about monetization or whatever. But
Yeah.
you're not monetized though, are you?
Not yet. I'm still working on it.
Yeah. So it shouldn't matter. But that'll be a way. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's a jump to the left and a step to the right. Put your hands on your hips, pull your knees in tight. It's the pelvic thrust that really drives them insane. Yang, 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 yang. Let's do the time warp again. Yeah, that
Yeah.
that is like, yeah, awesome. And you know, it's kind of like Trekkies and furries and shit at some point, but it's a good experience if you want to go. But don't sit down below the mezzanine unless you have a parka on, because you're going to get rained on. So yeah, Fulton, send me a message on like Wednesday during the day, next
Okay.
Wednesday, about your stream.
Sure.
And remind me on Facebook Messenger that, hey, I'm going live at 7:30 or whatever, and I'll try to be ready for that. And
Okay.
I'll bring my guitar with me.
Perfect.
But right now we are doing Frankenfurter, and it's 8:45. I almost said 7:45 because we were talking about 7:30. But I'm going to share this out right now. Chrome tab, 30 freaking entries to the wheel. Here we go. Booyam! Good luck, everybody. 30 entries. Holy crap. 30. Jerry J.
Hmm.
And I got to box this because Jerry J got 30. 30. Congratulations, Jerry J. I'm closing down all this other crap over here. I thought I closed StreamYard. I panicked for a moment. For just a second. I thought I clicked the wrong X. Congratulations, Jerry J. You got 30 entries on that wheel. On that Creatures of the Night giveaway with the bonus entry, because we're halfway. This is a halfway point. So I gave away a bonus spin. Next week, though, we're getting back to normal. We're doing this tonight for Twisted because she's trying to get her hours. But next week, I will get back into scheduling an after party at 8:30. I'll end my stream, start the after party, grab my guitar off the wall, and we'll play some music and all that kind of stuff.
Any news from Twisted yet?
Don't believe I've heard back from her.
I haven't heard from her either.
Man, I mean, she's got to be on the spot now. That's one thing, you know, when I was talking to Joe, Joe, he was like, hey, man, let's do a YouTube thing together. And I said, okay. Saturday Sip Along, we came up with that, and I did the cartoon pictures of us and all that junk. I did the mouths moving and all that, and I synced it to the, you know, voices, and I did a lot of, you know, the countdown to the show. But I told him up front, I said, look, if we do this, you have to commit. You have to be here. You have to be ready. Now I understand if you have a medical emergency, whatever, right? But no, don't be flaking out on me. You got to commit to this. And he's like, no, I'm committed. So I'm like, okay, because you got to get that shit straight up front, you know. Because when I go live, I'm like the post office. Rain, sleet, snow, hail, we don't care. We're gonna deliver the mail, right? I gotta deliver the show. So we're gonna be reliable. But no, Joe's been there. So we'll get it done. But no, I'll I mean, the only way for me to do this now, and I still haven't heard back from Twisted, but I'm hoping she's really going to go live. But I'm surprised she didn't jump up here at all on the stream. I'm trying to, I don't even know whether it's going to happen or not. And I don't want to send a raid over if she's not going to be there. Oh, Big Daddy H, you keeping the Martin. All right. Keeping the Martin. Yeah. I mean, and like I said, but you have a better tuner built in on your guitar than I do. But so you really, you digging that Martin. And like I said, it's like trying bourbon side by side. There was a little bit of difference between that guitar and that, not a big one, but I like the Taylor a little bit better than the Martin for me, because I only play acoustic, and I thought the acoustic tones came through just, and we're talking semantics here, a little bit better for me. And it was $50 cheaper than the Martin you got. And that's why I kept the Taylor. That's why I wanted it. But hey, and like I said, we're talking subtle notes here, difference. But no, and you have better pickups, I think, on your guitar. Yeah. And that was the big thing on that Martin was it had way better, supposedly, from what I've heard, supposedly way better pickups than what I have. But I don't play mine plugged in anyway. But I thought it was a hell of a boat.
Jody.
Mm-hmm. Ambulance? What the hell is that?
It's like a Michael Blake film.
It's a movie?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know if it was a movie or a video game, because everything comes on disc nowadays. Well, hell, not everything comes on disc. Disc is actually old school. Everything comes online now. You just download the shit.
That's what I'm trying to do.
No, I haven't seen Ambulance. But if I ask 100 people or 1,000 people, what's the best acoustic guitar in the world? Martin and Taylor are both going to come up in the ranks on that. I mean, you can't, Martin and Taylor both. I haven't heard from Twisted. Why is Twisted not?
I'll try to message her and see what's going on.
Well, let me go back over here to my Facebook. I mean, I don't want to send people over to a dead channel. I mean, I'm hoping she can get it together over here. I gave her a thumbnail and everything, and I haven't seen her. Oh, Twisted, you're in the house. Holy shit, there you are. Good Lord, you had me scared. I've ran my channel way over. Hi, y'all.
We've been looking for you, Twisted.
All right, so you are going live in like 8 minutes, right? Yeah, she's here. Woo! Man, I was going to string it out, but I was going to create my own after party if you wasn't ready. Okay. I was going to play that guitar. New Sniper pre-order. Can't wait to play it. All right, awesome. And I'm assuming, Jerry J, that's a video game. I don't know because I don't play video games. I play stupid games on my phone, but I don't play like I'm not a gamer. Twisted. All right, Twisted. So can you post the link to your after party in this chat? And we have to wait so she can respond. Yeah. So if she can post her after party, I'll pin the link. I'm gonna unpin the because the StreamYard's not doing you any good anymore because we're done. We've got 6 minutes left. It wouldn't do you any good to come up now anyway. And she said, just a sec. She gonna get it, and I'm gonna pin it when she puts it up there. All right, we're about to get the link to Twisted Art Ladies after party. I helped create the thumbnail for the after party. I fully endorse this shit. And me playing the guitar on your channel would not hurt your hours at all. So if I can come up and play something, I will. There it is. There it is. This is where we're going to go. Pin the message. All right, this is where we're going. And we're doing a Bourbon Bounty raid over to Twisted after party for this show. And trust me, Twisted, it's not going to hurt anything if I play a song on your thing. I will play a song. If she will allow. Because it's totally me playing the guitar, singing with my voice. It's not going to hurt shit. You'll still get all your hours. It may boost your hours, actually. You know, good. People may go watch it, you know, later. Be like, woo, look at this. I'm not that good, but we'll see. All right, Twisted Art Lady in YouTube is pinned to the top. We are at 8:56. Are you on a countdown over there now, or are you going to go live right at 9 o'clock, or are you going to be a little late? Just trying to see what we're sending over. Nah, I'm not that good, man. Well, if as long as we do it in the first few minutes, it might be worth a rewatch here and there. I mean, especially if I play like Sweet Home Alabama or something. I don't know. Ain't no telling what I play. I just play whatever hits me on the feels at the moment. That's what I play. I do all right. We could bring in some folks we ain't never had before. I mentioned early on, I ran up to Food Line and I'm running an ad on YouTube and I have all this shit stretched out all across. Oh, Frankenfurter, Jimmy Lacari, we already gave that away, man.
I check what my dog Luna just did to the stock.
Okay, I got that. Okay.
She showed up.
All right. No, I don't I can't play through any Kid Rock, but I'm about to jump over. What time is it? 8:58. We're gonna give it till 8:59, and then I have the link. About to hit the intro. I'm gonna jump over to Twisted's, and we'll all be over there. So jump in on Twisted Bourbon Bounty Raid. Here we go. We're about to jump over.
The intro.
What's that? Yep. She about to play the intro. Here we go. And I have the link. I'm about to jump off of here in this broadcast. And we are going to jump over to Twisted Art Lady. Everybody that can make it, it's going to be worth your time. Jump over there. Here we go. See y'all later.